Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. Thank you for joining me for today's pick a pile reading. The theme for this reading is down the rabbit hole, specifically wanting to look under the surface. So I'm going to leave that open to however it wants to come through as far as what's under the surface and what that even means. For pile number 1, we have Amethyst. For pile number 2, we have Citrine. And pile number 3 is this cute little Fluorite. As always, choose whichever you feel most drawn to. If that's more than one pile, I would trust that, as there might be messages for you there. Always use your discernment to decide what's for you. I'll see you at your piles. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this Amethyst, then you're at the right place. So let's go ahead and get started. I brought out the random deck to see, first of all, like what we're gonna get into. All right, so for pile number 1, what is the main energy? I tried recording this, well, plenty of times because the lighting is horrible, like always, but this one came out already for you. So cutoff game strong is very significant to what's beneath the surface. What is it that you are cutting off specifically? Manifesting Pro. You're cutting off anything that might be getting in the way or causing delay in your manifestations. How are you doing this, or what do we need to know? We have energy balance on point. This is starting off good. Pile number 1, I like this energy. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Then we have anxiety and family trauma. Okay. So it's like dangling on the end of, I see like you pulling reels. Sorry, I always start playing with my hair when I get nervous. It's the anxiety energy. I see, I don't know, reel, I don't know if that's what it's called, like a fish hook on a reel, right? And then something dangling on the end as you're trying to like bring it up. There's something causing delay. There's something causing like a pullback energy. Anxiety and family trauma. Let me just get cards instead of sitting here looking around like a weirdo. Just kidding. I have all my paintings in the back stacked in the little corner, and this is all my, like, if there's a bunch of nonsense back there, I try my best to cover it up with my canvases so that you can't see what's behind there. Just kidding. It's just a bunch of supplies. The Royal You. I'm trying to tap in. There's like a slight, like, I was going to say rebelliousness. I was going to say reflective, but then rebelliousness came out. So there's like this rebelliousness in your energy, but it's like playful. I don't know how to... There's a playful rebelliousness that is underneath the surface of your energy right now. And then we have 29, this female with a rose. There's something that you're looking forward to. There's something that you're able to shift right now because your cutoff game was so strong. So there's something beneath the surface that's changing, that you are manifesting into. And again, I'm going to go with the reflective. As far as like how you're seeing yourself, and specifically that's changing. Like right now, within you, there's something about that that's really balancing out and almost like blooming. It's very like soft and subtle. It feels very feminine. Obviously, I was gonna say that before this even came out, but just with the amethyst alone is always gives me like super divine feminine energy. Yeah. All right. So then we have Alchemist. So this is reminding me of one of the readings that I did recently about, it had that in the title, something about inner alchemy, or if not on the title, then on the thumbnail. But this is strongly giving me, like, there's a healing or there's one hook left. I'm seeing a really strong hook attached to something in your family that's affecting your reflective sense of self. So I keep on seeing that because I keep on looking over at my cat, and what stands out to me is her specific reflection in the mirror. Like, for whatever reason, she looks different as I'm seeing her in the mirror than when I look at her. But anyways, there's something about that that's still a bit warped, and that may be what's dangling you. I'm trying to look for what to get. Okay, let's just do tarot. Okay, so specific messages about what pile number 1 needs to know about this alchemizing of energy. We have the Ace of Cups. It feels like there is something that you're preparing for, and it's like, look at her, you know what I mean? With it being the cups, it may be in regards to like self-love, like again, it's going to connect with self-worth because they tie in hand to hand, right? What else? We have the Strength. What else? The Hierophant. This feels like maturing energy, but specifically focused on it becoming mature. Like currently, that's what's happening under the surface right now. So this specific reading, pile number 1, is definitely about inner work that's happening. Okay, with the cutoff game strong, I feel like there was a lot of things that you had to dig down deep, really find the strength in order to release any tension. Like for some of you, I feel like there might still be, just take whatever resonates. If you feel tension in regards to manifesting something, I feel like for the most part you've released a lot of that tension. Cut loose. There's a lot of cutting loose of cords, however that applies to you internally or externally. Things that haven't been easy to let go of, but you've been really putting the energy and effort to do that, specifically when it comes to this. Like you're just to a deep understanding of like being in tune with your own energy. And so when you feel like a tug, like you're headed on your direction and you feel like a tug, you like have the understanding to acknowledge and access where that tug is coming from that may be like stalling you. Not that it makes it any easier, because the moment you acknowledge it, then it's a matter of having to create a plan to like rid yourself, cut that loose, whatever that weight be that's on you. And for some of you, I feel like this is financial, cutting loose anything that was financially weighing you down. And this has been coming up recently in the collective readings, because I don't usually do like career finance readings for my own personal reasons, right? But it's been strongly focused in my life right now, and I feel like it's reflecting also within the collective. So it's just something that we're feeling guided as a collective to let loose of anything that's feeling restricted, specifically when it comes to finances. I feel debt, things like that. Okay, handling that and getting things like under control, really. Energy balance on point, exactly. Getting everything under control and aligned, because I feel like there's something that you're preparing for that is stable. I don't know what you're preparing for, but you're alchemizing that energy of restriction into stability, into some sort of like effortless flow of something to come into your life. Take that however it resonates. You know what you want. Whatever it is that you have been focusing on and like cutting ties in order to have this, like you're in preparation mode, and it is blooming. I can feel it like wanting to peek through from the surface, and I feel like you know it too. It's like you have access to view underneath the soil and you can see that the roots, or you can just feel it. It's just something energetically you feel things starting to just really not feel as restrictive, okay, in whatever way, because you're just like slowly like knocking off, right? That's cutting loose. So this may be like, yeah, like things of debt that you're like slowly knocking off. This could just be down to the basics of handling all of your bills in a timely manner, whatever. But yeah, that is the main messages that I'm getting as far as what's beneath the surface when it comes to you. So that is a confirmation if you've been like sort of feeling but not really like, I feel like you are getting, and it may not be anything that like stands out, but there is like small bits of like relief that is happening. Boxes being checked of things that is causing like less restriction. Okay, let me get you an animal. Where's my animals? My animal deck. Okay, there you go, I found it. All right, let's get some animal guidance for pile number 1. What does pile number 1 need to know? We have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. It's card number 1 of this deck, which is really giving me, yeah, like putting in that work, taking the steps, putting in efforts towards this. And it may be collaborative energy for you that you're preparing for. I heard expansion of some sort. Okay, we have card 44 and card 55. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Yes, you are. That's the Hierophant energy. Putting yourself in a place of power. Card number 55, Snake Spirit, time to heal. Again, that's gonna be with that family trauma and the anxiety. You know what? I didn't even pull cards on this. I'm trying to close you off and I didn't even. Let me pull cards on that energy real quick. What do we need to know about family trauma? Clarify, please. The Moon. What about anxiety? I was trying to put the cards in view, but they're not really coming up. The Star. Anxiety about about it not manifesting for you. Family trauma and the Moon. Things that you've kept hidden. Things that are beginning to come to the surface. They may be like experiences or things that you didn't even realize affected you, or you didn't even realize were creating a sense of restriction on your energy, like keeping you, it feels specifically when it comes to self-worth. There may not be a lot of like support for you in your family, and I can resonate with that. But anyways, it's getting better, actually. It's getting a lot better because I've had to put my foot down. But anyways, what does the collective need to know? Or not the collective, pile number 1, sorry. What does pile number 1 need to know? We have the 7 of Swords is the only one that showed itself to me. This energy of game playing, Temperance, and then the 4 of Wands. I feel like this is, again, like what's balancing itself out is this energy of you feeling like it just, everything's like a game that you keep getting the short end of the stick to, that you keep feeling, yeah, like you put in a lot of hard work into yeah, into these relationships, maybe specifically with your family, and not like getting the short end of the stick back. Okay, not really having that completely reciprocated as far as like whatever support in that you may offer may not be reciprocated is what I mean. Okay, balancing that energy out so that you can move into whatever it is that you're moving to. It feels like I can strongly see like a stage moving from one stage to the next. So there's something significant in this pile. It's not just spiritual energy. There is actual like a significant something that's about to begin for you, that is going to be really, that you're looking forward to. It's what you want, and it's something that you're looking forward to. Okay, is that all we need to know? What about the, okay, so guidance of the anxiety that you may be having in regards to not having seen the full picture. So just be prepared, because we have the Knight of Wands and then we have the King of Wands, which are both like both energies of fast movement. I'm just gonna say, because you're over here like, are you really ready? Pile number one, are you ready? Like, do you have, like, whatever this is that's a significant change, like, are you fully prepared for it? Okay, like I just got the example of a baby. Whatever baby is about to birth energetically, or like literal baby, do you have everything that you need for it? Is it all set up? Because you're over here like imagining the life with the baby, but do you have everything? Because the baby's coming. That's what it feels like. Like, it's just there's a sense of anxiety. Like, I'm not quite sure that it's actually going to happen, but I really have all my hopes up and I really feel that it's going to happen for me. Are you truly prepared is the guidance. And if not, then get prepared, because the changes will come fast. Although it's been stagnant, remember the cutoff game, you're cutting loose any anchors. And so things are about to, like, it's going to take a while. It's like the boat had all these anchors on it, and it's going to take a while for it to pick up the speed once it's removed or dropped. I don't know how boats work, so you know what I mean. It's going to take a while, but once all that resistance is gone, then it can start to pick up some traction and things will start to speed up for you, is what I'm strongly getting. But yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope these messages resonated. Let me know if they did. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number two. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this citrine, then you're at the right place. So, fun fact, I just deleted your previous reading. It was a hardcore love reading, and I was getting so lost and confused in the rabbit hole that I created in this reading. And yeah, no, it was a very confusing rabbit hole. So hopefully this doesn't go that way, but I just felt the need to say that in case that might have been your reading that I deleted. Sorry with this lighting. The sun is moving. My little bit of light is already almost gone. We have heart healing and unhealed wounds. Okay, I'd rather talk about that than about a specific connection, because that literally was the road to nowhere. So heart healing and unhealed wounds. This may have to do with the connection that I was just picking up on. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's specific. What's beneath the surface of this unhealed wounds? We have old patterns. What about heart healing? We have love in the 3D. So in the previous reading, love in the 5D had came out. Okay, so you are trying to manifest. Dishonesty and unclosed cycle wanted to show themselves, but I'm not going to take them. You do have a connection that's wanting to come through. I feel the energy feels more like self-focused in this reading, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay, give me one more in regards to what's beneath the surface. Beneath the surface, we have staggy energy. This also came out in your last reading that I deleted. We have toxic patterns or behaviors, and love in the 5D came out again. Okay, we're gonna do this, but I only want to talk about, and I'm not telling you, I only want to talk about what can help you in regards to love. You are trying to take love in the 5D that you have experienced profoundly, the energy of being enveloped in love in the 5D. However, it's not translated completely out into the 3D quite yet, okay? There is heart healing, unhealed wounds, patterns, toxic behaviors, things that have held you back. It has caused a lot of staggy energy when it comes to being able to manifest like that love that you felt in the 5D, to be able to manifest that into the 3D. Okay, so let's get you some oracle cards. I need to hurry now. I feel the need to hurry because, like, this is the sun that I have, and if I run out of sunlight, I'm gonna have to go get the little lamps and try to mess with lighting all over again, and I refuse. So card number 7, a deep breath. Let me go ahead and heard you. I think you're having a heart blooming, actually, with this deep breath. I feel like you have. No, look at. Stop. This was trying. The love connection, but the whole thing, the whole chunk was about to go flopping all over the place. Just one, please. Okay. We have card number 40 with needing choices that needed to be made. And this is like tricky choices because it's just, they're very unclear. There's not any clear indication of what step to take. Okay. We have incubation and fertility. Astral babies. That's a new one. I've not heard astral babies before. Y'all have been making love. This should say making love in the 5D. There is a connection coming through again. I don't know if it'll come through in the... Hold on. This energy got me just tiny little heated with all this abominable snowman look that I got here. Alright, clarify a deep breath and love in the 3D. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Things are calming. One more. Three of Pentacles. Preparing for things to move forward. I feel like there was like, you know, like a drawbridge. And the drawbridge was up. So there was a stall. There was stuff needing to flow through under the bridge. And then now like the drawbridge. It's about to be time to move forward. Something like that. King of Pentacles to clarify this love in the 5D. Here's the person you've been like making astral babies with. This may be like dreams, like y'all meeting up in the astral in your dreams. We have leaving unhealed wounds and old patterns behind in order to create space. Is that what's happening beneath the surface? Yes. Both of y'all, this is mutual. This feels like mutual energy. What does pile number 2 need to know about this? Chloe. Knight of Swords, again with movement. King of Wands. This came out in pile number 1, did it not? I'm using the cards. I think this came out in pile number 1. What's the lighting? Okay. Things are about to move forward. I was about to be honest, but this may be, it feels like similar energy, like things being let go of, but this feels specifically in regards to like this connection, a specific connection, okay? What was I gonna pull on? Y'all are fired up. Sorry with the lighting. I'm seeing like bonfire, like festival, solstice. So it's sort of giving me like something in a cycles. Look, we have the 6 of Cups. Cycles in preparation for reconnecting of some sort. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it is slow moving, but it's like a preparedness. He's actually not moving. The horse is actually really fucking still. I just looked, sorry, let me put these cards down. What's at the bottom? The Devil. Ugh, of course it's the fucking Devil. Sorry. It's the weighed down energy. There's like a back and forth. I saw this guy going like rushing towards and then rushing back. Oh wait, well, yeah, like rushing towards and then rushing back, rushing towards, rushing back. So this may be, it feels mental though. What's going on in the 5D with you guys? I know I'm supposed to go. You see, there's that speeding forward. There's a speeding forward to something. A revving up of your engines. Just kidding. Damn it. Okay, what's going on in the 5D? What's going on in the 5D? A preparation, 2 of Wands. Preparation and planning. What else? Page of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. There's a little bit of conflict about what specific steps. I'm hearing it's just a matter of like the step will be given to you when it's time, because I feel like you're getting ahead of yourself. The 6 of Wands. I heard victory is assured, and then I heard resistance is futile. I think that's Invader Zim. Resistance is futile. If there's been resistance, either on your energy or on this other person's energy, I feel like that's being loosened. The resistance is being loosened. What does Power number 2 need to know? Justice. What else? The High Priestess. To trust your intuition when it comes to things coming out into balance. There's something within you that needs to come into balance before you'll get the next step. Closing off cycles specifically when I meant the other way. Specifically when it comes to completely ridding of like toxic patterns from your past, behaviors, thoughts. In some cases, it doesn't have to be anything that you're doing. It could be just something that you're redoing in your mind. There's a few more spirals that you may have to do in regards to this. I know that's probably not something that you want to hear, but there's probably a few more spirals that you're going to have to merry-go-round before being able to like really let this go. Okay? And it feels like triggers. And it feels like reciprocated triggers. Okay, so I see 2 people. Very strongly connected in the 5D. There's a lot of beautiful love. There's a lot of mutual fire for each other. Like I said, for some of y'all, there was that making astral babies. And so that just may be in your mind, daydreaming of each other and creating babies there. That's manifestation, okay, by the way, just saying. So like if at any point there is a reconnection of some sort, just keep that in mind that y'all have made astral babies. So that could be like physical manifestations that could come through at some point. And so if that's not something you want, careful. Now, there is a disconnect, obviously. I feel like it's 2 people who, when they look at each other in the 3D, there's a disconnect with what they're feeling in the 5D. So thoughts, dreams, just feeling how they feel about each other is not connecting with how they're interacting with each other. Now there's a tap, a back and forth that I keep seeing, and it's just like a trigger, but slowly, like each little tap is like shooting each one of you a little bit higher. So that's what I meant. There might have to be a few more go-arounds before you both, because this feels like a very like cooperative thing that's taking place in the 3D specifically. Like a few more rounds before you knock certain triggers loose, things that are just in the energy, in the way. Okay, so where are we at with time? Yeah, let me get some close off messages for you. I got through this, and this didn't go into all the money energy. It just stayed kind of surface level, even though I was supposed to go deep into the rabbit hole. Sorry, I brought it back up a little bit. I went too deep the last time. It was too muddy. I couldn't see anything. We have card 31, Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Yeah, there's things that your heart is wanting to let go of so that it can fully, I heard fully give itself in the way that it's always longed to give itself, but from a safe place, right? There's things that you both need to work through. So it's a cooperative thing. Card number 66, White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic is a strong guidance for you. And card number 35, yes, hold on, I need to go back to this because there was an energy in the first reading that I was picking up on that, oh, my bangs got stuck to my eyelash glue for a second. What was I going to say? Oh, a sense of frustration of the disconnect. Remember I said there's a strong connection, both feel it, both picking up on it, maybe dreaming of each other, thinking of each other, seeing synchronicities about each other, nonstop. However, when it's not reflecting in the 3D, and so that may cause like a shameful, that's what I was picking up in the first reading, that's why I'm replaying it for you. A shameful, it may trigger anger, it may make you feel stupid is what I'm getting, where you're just like, no, like, wow, I was stupid to think that what I'm feeling in the 5D is real, right? It's just in my imagination, it's just in my fantasies. You kind of tell yourself that, but there's a need for you to trust, because there's at times where you feel so anchored in knowing that you're connected in the 5D. I just feel like it's not been like in any like real physical form. It's not manifested itself into something that gives you like very sure clarity. And then we have Koala Spirit, card 35, with Spirit has a plan. So again, like I said, there's these things that need to work themselves out, and we don't ever understand really why you feel guided one day and feel guided against away from the following day. Like, it's just not something that makes sense all the time, right? But trusting that it's for a reason, even if you can't quite see it yet, right? So that's what I got for you, loves. I hope these messages resonated. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this fluorite, then you're at the right place. So I keep on having to move the table forward because I'm running out of sunlight. So I apologize if the lighting is flip-floppy, like going from bright to dark. That's the best I could do. Oh, look, Chloe. Say hi. Alright, so let's go ahead and see the main energies as far as what's underneath the surface that we need to look into for today. We have bullying. This feels like self-bullying. We have divine timing, and we have dishonesty. All right, so clarify dishonesty for me as far as the energies beneath the surface. We have blockages and community that popped out. Divine timing, clarify. Oh, that's way too many. We have rudeness, standing in your power, knowing your worth. But I'm going to put them back in, okay? Let me actually shuffle. Divine timing, clarify. Showing yourself compassion. Bullying, clarify. Mastered the art of disconnecting. One more for bullying. Self-criticism. Yeah, this is you. Self. I heard what's boiling beneath the surface, so this is not a reading. Yours just took a little tailspin. It's supposed to be what's beneath the surface, but yours is what's boiling beneath the surface. So we have blockages. I want to clarify for community. What does this mean, community? Familial expectations. Okay, so there's a blockage. There's something that you're not being honest with yourself or with others, or others not being honest with you, but there's a blockage here in being able to have some level of honesty in something. So something's not authentic, and the reason something's not authentic, what does that even mean? There's something in your life that you are experiencing that is not authentic to your true path, to your true journey, that you continue to restrict yourself in. It's like a block that you create in being able to move away from something, which causes you to be dishonest with yourself specifically, is what I'm getting. And the reasons behind it is because of the community and familiar expectations. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you, a lot of responsibility on you. I feel like community leader. Just like people expect. There's expectation on you. There's a lot of, not expect is not the people depend on you a lot in your family and in the community of some sense. So this may be in the workplace, this may just friends may depend on you a lot, just, I don't know, whatever, however that applies. But there's something that's inauthentic to it. I will clarify that, okay? So let me move into the divine timing and showing yourself compassion. There's something that you're wanting fast, that you're wanting to change fast, that you're wanting to step out of fast, that you're just wanting to be different. But you're wanting it from A to Z, and there's something in the timing that needs to be experienced, processed, left behind, moved forward, communicated, clearing to clear. I don't know why all of those things came up, but there's something that requires time to get organized, because it feels like a jumbled mess. Is this with showing yourself compassion? If it's taking too much time for you to be, why did I just go into something? Okay, so that's what it was. It's just you're putting too much pressure on yourself for something. You're not showing yourself compassion. This is something that is, you're being guided for this to change. This is the highlight of what's boiling beneath the surface, is the need to show yourself compassion, because I don't think you do that very often, or at least currently, in current energy as you're coming into this, there's a neglect that I'm feeling. It's for a reason. It's for a reason, but this is something that's causing a blockage, and it's causing something to boil. It's giving volcano vibes, okay? We have self-criticism, we have bullying, and master the art of disconnecting. I feel like you're so disconnected with yourself is what it is, that you don't see. It's what's causing these energies of self-criticism and bullying. I feel like you're really hard on yourself. I feel like you put yourself down a lot. It causes you to feel like a sense of disconnection with your worth. That's what's disconnecting you from your own compassion, is the way your self, your inner voice. Whatever it is that you're replaying to yourself about yourself day in and day out, when it comes to specifically your worth and being able to break free. I heard I want to break free. Yeah, that's volcano vibes, right? Okay, so let's get you oracle messages for pile number 3. What's boiling beneath the surface? We have Great and Fool, card number 4. What else? We have card 37, something about timing again. It's like a mixture of a whole elaborate clock system. I feel like there's a lot of complexities in your day-to-day. I feel like you're not only look at fire. I said, I'm just kidding. There's something boiling. There's a heat. Just kidding. Okay. I said there's a heat, and then this was like all over me, and it says water cleansing. Maybe I need to cleanse. I have my little fan here. I am a little overheated. It's a little light too. It's really cute. So dumb. Sorry, no, I do feel overheated. All right. There's a need for self-nourishment. But let me go ahead and just get tarot straight up, okay? So let me get clarifications on this energy as far as Great and Fool and what's wanting to break free to the surface. There's some emphasis on expression. Water wanting to flow, or your cup wanting to be filled. That's what it is. Because of your familial and community expectations of everything that, or everyone, or all the aspects of your life that depend on you to to hold your loyalties in some specific place. It feels like a box. I'll get some specific messages to that right now, but something about it feeling very boxed in. Navigating your way out. I see this complexities of a clock, like you're I feel like you're creating a blueprint. I saw you like have like a layout of a blueprint with a plan, but it's like a big plan. There's a lot of moving parts to it. It's complex. It's a bunch of complex things that you are having to plan your way. I don't know what the hell this is. What is going on? Why is this? What do we need to know in the second? Clarify the second, the middle energy about compassion and timing. The Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands. The Two of Cups. I'm hearing again, resistance is futile. That was in pile 2. Clarify cleansing. The Eight of Swords. There's that restricted energy. Remember I said the box. There's something that puts you in a box that you need to be cleansed of. You. Remember, you're so disconnected. This is usually like master the art of disconnecting. When I wrote this card, I meant it as like disconnecting from what's not meant for you. In this case, I feel like you're doing the opposite. Your method of disconnecting, instead of like, I'm disconnecting from things that aren't meant for me, that are causing like some sort of delay, some sort of anchor in my energy, you're actually doing the opposite. Like you're indulging in the anchored energy, the refusal to move out of this box. But it's actually, it's what's anchoring you, that decision. What was I saying? Oh, disconnecting from your sense of self-worth is sort of like securing that you're staying anchored in some sort of, it could be a mental prison, but it's doing the opposite of freeing you. It's actually restricting you in some cases. And there's like a strong emphasis on needing to cleanse yourself from this restriction. The volcano will find a way to flow. It'll find a pipe route, a cave, a canal, a whatever. It'll find a way to flow through. Like if there's all, like it needs to. It's just, it has to rise to the surface. And there's something within you that is just, for a while I'm getting, it's been rising to the surface, but it's been tamed. So that's why there's that, it's blocked. It's been blocked. It's been blocked, and you're aware, but there's like a level of like dishonesty with yourself about the truth of the situation. And I feel like it's because you just tell yourself like, this is just the way things are. This, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's like a self narrative that you have. I don't like it, to be honest. I don't like that you're keeping yourself from flowing in the direction that you feel guided to flow. Now, I could be completely wrong and it not be like in any way, shape, or form you holding yourself there. It may be like you're on an island and you have no way out, okay? Like it's out of your hands, out of your control, and there are other things coming into play. Look, I lost my light. There are other aspects that may be like holding you there that are completely out of your control, so it may not be like self, but take that however it resonates, okay? We have the Nine of Cups that wants to flow through. Guidance. The Justice. What else? The Hanged Man. Clarify the Hanged Man. the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to put them away because I just want one. Like there's a sense of fulfillment that you're denying yourself. Sorry, I was looking at the King of Pentacles at the bottom. Wait, I completely ignored the fact that there was a Two of Cups. Clarify the Devil. Clarify the Devil. There's been something that you've been holding back clarity about, or clarity towards, or perpetual state of confusion. There's something that you're holding in a perpetual state of confusion. I don't know. Why does it make me, that made me feel bad? I don't know. I felt like that was mean. I don't know. Clarify. The Knight of Pentacles. You need to show yourself compassion first and foremost, I'm going to say, because I feel like this is in regards to another person, but I feel like this is just mounting. Like there's some shame you feel, or lack of compassion that you have been able to offer to what may be a connection with another person. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's coming out in the reading for whatever, and it may be like adding to the buildup of all of this bullying and self-criticism, and just keeping yourself in a little loop of, I heard self-pity. I don't like that. Why is this energy coming out? Because it's boiling, because it needs to be expressed, because there's a part of you that showed a lack of compassion, and maybe to a person, I'm just going to say that, or to a situation that you felt that you handled with a lack of compassion, that's really like, for whatever reason, like popping through and wanting to be addressed. And the only thing that I can say to you is that's like, it's honorable that you are reflecting on that. However, that's not the solution, because I feel like you put yourself in a place of beginning. Sorry, this feels like I'm like just talking shit to you the entire reading, and that's not what I was trying to do. But okay, I hope I don't make you boil over. Don't go volcano on me, okay? Just kidding. I'm gonna say it though. While it's honorable that you have taken the time to reflect and understand and feel the awareness that there's a situation that may be with a person, or doesn't have to be with a person, that's coming through that you may have not handled in the best way. You didn't give it or show it the compassion or the energy, the effort, the respect in some aspects that it deserved. But then you just put yourself in like feeling bad about it and guilty, and that's not the solution. The solution is you weren't able to show compassion because you're not showing yourself compassion to begin with. Now this is what needs to take center stage, is what I'm getting, is a need to show yourself compassion, because that's something that can't be faked, and it's something that you can't offer unless you have it for yourself. Okay. So that is the solution, really, is being able to undo this little disconnect that you have of your self-worth and your value, is sort of what I'm getting, which is weird because I feel like you're highly valued. I feel like you're highly valued by those who I was picking up on the blockages in your life, the ball and chains. You're highly valued by the ball and chains of your life that are essentially your blockages. They value you, they depend on you. However, they're anchoring you, and there's like a lack of admission of that on your part. But again, that's going to put me into the little, like, you start to feel bad for feeling that way. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of guilt you feel, and then you just, like, tell yourself, well, I'm just, like, a shitty person or whatever. I don't know. Why is this coming out? Am I wrong in feeling this? How does pile number 3, what is their perception of self? We have the 5 of Swords. Like, there's this dishonesty. That's literally what this is about. It's like wearing a mask. I'm seeing a big old fucking mask. Is that the card that came out here? No, that was in the other one. Is that pile number 2? I don't know. I don't remember. Never mind. You see yourself as, I heard charlatan, as somebody who fits the role but doesn't want it. What does that mean? You're playing a part. You're playing your part because it's required of you. But it's not where your heart wants to be. It's not your authentic self. You are very much wearing a mask. And that was originally what I had picked up anyways, right? Is that there was a block because you weren't being honest with yourself. There was a dishonesty about where your fulfillment actually is in life. Where your fulfillment is. Okay, and there's a lot of aspects of guilt and shame that you feel for whatever masks you have to wear, for whatever disconnecting aspects you have to feel. I feel like there's a coldness in your energy, but that you're just like, you have to wear that barrier for whatever reason, okay? And then I felt a vulnerability also. So that's a whole nother reading. What guidance do we have for pile number 3, specifically in regards to what can ease their sense of perception of self? What clarity can we offer them to help ease that? We have the 4 of Cups. What else? 7 of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. Clarify the 4 of Cups. Sorry, I need to go deep into this one. Page of Pentacles. There's a need to take some sort of actions. There's a lack of movement. There's a lack of action. But there's also like a very sense of dissatisfaction with your state. And it feels like it's been a while. Okay, this has been a blockage that has been. And the reason why I say this is the volcano. The blockage is the volcano that wanting to burst, the breaking free of the mundane is what I'm getting. Needing to take steps. That's a guidance for you. So only you're going to know whatever you feel, what steps you feel guided to take. Can I get a little bit more clarity on that? How is your reading at 20 minutes? Or it's actually at 21. But 7 of Wands. There's resistance too. And then again, I'm hearing resistance is futile. Stop resisting. Taking steps. Baby steps, okay? Little things make big differences is what I'm hearing. Little I lost it. Tokens of affection, expressions of gratitude. Okay, I found it. Magician. I don't know what that was about. I lost it already. Yeah, the actions that you're being guided to take. Sorry. All right, to ease things, ease tensions, small tokens of appreciation, and expressions of gratitude. Magician. To clarify, wait, I wasn't even thinking when I pulled this out. Taking the power into your own hands. Yeah, taking the power into your own hands is the magician, right? He holds his own power. He holds his own power to create. He pulls down from the ethers what it is that he chooses to manifest for himself into his life, right? It's taking your life into your own hands, grabbing onto that steering wheel and taking a sharp left. I heard to the east side, whatever that means. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles towards your fulfillment, right? Okay, so clarify the Knight of Swords. It feels like something's fastly approaching you. What's approaching? The Tower. Changes. Changes are afoot. That's what I heard. And they're fast approaching. Okay, what else? I gotta close this reading off already. This has been way too long. We have the 6 of Cups. Yeah. Bringing it back to, taking it back to what it is that you've always felt was meant for you, what it is that you've always felt you were worthy of experiencing. This feels very nostalgic. This feels very cuddly. This feels like what you want. This is what you want. This is what you want. You want a sense, that's what you want to change, is I feel like just feeling like you exist for the simple purpose of those that depend on you. I feel like you want your own purpose, and that's just to feel fulfilled. To feel fulfilled in your own little private nook is what I'm getting. Like having something that's just for you, that has nothing to do with your community or your family expectations. Something that's just yours, that is fulfilling for you, is strongly what I'm getting. That is boiling to the surface. You want that so badly, but you talk yourself and tell yourself that you're not worthy of that, that you don't deserve that no, why bother, this and that. And then like you think of specific experiences that you've had and tell yourself how horrible of a person you are, and then you convince yourself again that, yeah, you might as well not take any steps towards your own self-fulfillment. Don't do that. Stop doing that. And I'm sorry for being hard on you in this reading. Eek, look at me. That's what I get. I pulled on my own fur. Look at this. This will be the only time I ever wear this thing. I might make something for one of my pets with it. I'm so sad. But whatever, it was a birthday gift. I decided I'd wear it. But I probably won't ever wear it again. But I feel cute and fluffy. I feel like the fluffiest of them all. I keep saying that. I'm the fluffiest tarot reader of them all. Just kidding. Card 61, Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Remember I had said something, expressions of gratitude, give with gratitude and grace. It's little things. You're thinking you have to big gestures of, I heard of apologies. No, it's little baby things that you have to do that really change everything. They make all the fucking difference. And then we have Moth Spirit, surrender. I kept on hearing resistance is futile. You or yourself, as well as outside influence, is putting you in a perpetual state of being stuck. Okay, there's a need to surrender because resistance is futile. Like I said, the volcano, it's going to find its way to spill over. That's the Tower energy. Change comes no matter what. If there's no way, you can put all the cement, pour all the cement or whatever you want to pour down a freaking volcano hole. You can clog it all you want, put whatever blockage in its way. That whatever's boiling to the surface is going to make its way. Okay, it'll find some way to come out. And so the proper steps is what you're being guided to do, is to just take baby steps to start releasing some of that tension now. And main thing, first and foremost, is to begin to show yourself compassion. Not begin, but just like really put that in focus. Okay, because I feel like you do have moments of, but there's a lot of like being out of that right now. Okay, anyways, this was a long reading. That's what I got for you. Until we meet again.